When Shredders was announced, I was really hyped, and these are the types of games I really enjoy. And now the game finally came out. I beat the game, got all the achievements. I find myself enjoying the game, but feeling ultimately disappointed. Let's get into it. From the jump, most people won't be interested in this because it's not like SSX or Tony Hawk, more arcadey. But I always knew that it was going to be like a simulation, more like Skate, but more sim like. So that's not the whole disappointment thing, but I know some people are disappointed about that. With that, it does have a steep learning curve, and if you want to do crazy tricks, you probably just go like Steep or SSX on backwards compatibility or another game. So it does. The controls are a bit wonky, but I'll get into that a little bit later. It is an indie game, so we can't really expect super high quality. For me, there was two things I noticed that are kind of bad things about this game. First off is how bad the voice acting is. Now, I think it's mostly pros and like probably people from the studio. It just feels like they're not interested or they don't have the good voice direction to say what they really want to say and come off genuine and really excited about what they're doing. For me, I just skipped all the cutscenes pretty much. Sometimes I left it on just to, if I'm looking at my phone for something. And another thing, once you do missions, and if you fail or if you want to restart, you have to listen to the whole thing again. And when they talk, when you're riding too, they repeat. So that's pretty annoying. I don't know if they should redo it or just take it out again, because I think they added it in the update fairly recently before the game came out. The second thing is how the controls are a bit wonky, and for me personally, I do not like this control scheme. I wish we could have some options to switch it up. I've put like 7 hours into this game. The more I play, it's the control schemes, I'm getting used to it, so it's not really a problem anymore, but I wish we could just have the option to switch, because I do not like how jump is on RT, because you have to hold RT down, wind up with the right stick, or if you want to do a flip, you gotta wind up with the left stick, but that's also turning. Sometimes you'll spin or flip really slowly, very quickly, or not at all. And I wish we could get an indicator of what we did wrong, if we did it too early, too late, stuff like that. With the tutorial, it has like slow-mo when you want to do an action. I think that's a very flawed way to do it, because we can't get the timing right because it's slowed down. But if you wanted to do that, do it like if we're falling from the helicopter or something. We can just do it in the air for the tricks and stuff. I just think they should make a new tutorial. When the map in this game, it's pretty good. I like mostly the parks and with all the rails and the ramps all in a line pretty much, so you can just mess around over there. So what do you actually do in this game? Well, there's missions, there's gaps, and collectibles. So with the missions, it's pretty much follow this pro, which annoyingly, you can go faster than the pro. So sometimes you'll just lose them and fail the mission, so you have to restart. Or you can go too slow and not hit the ramp, so you have to restart again. I wish there's a better way to slow down, and I wish the pros would actually go faster than you, so you can actually have a chance to go fast, because you're going down a mountain, so you're going like 90 miles an hour. It's probably just me, but that's another thing I had an issue with. Some of the missions are pretty fun, but some of them are hard if you're just starting out, because you got to do it the exact trick of what they want you to do, and sometimes you'll do the wrong one, because you have to, with the tricks, it's LB and the right stick in the cardinal directions, also RB with those directions, and you can't hold it down just as you jumped off the ramp. You actually have to let go of RT, which is jump, then do it, which is kind of annoying with the timing, but I finally get it. Because it's usually just, because I always do like a stale fish or something when I want to do something else. So you can hold it down, but it's not the trick you want. And the gaps in the collectibles in this are pretty fun to do. The gaps are kind of hard to see because it's a white flag on a bunch of snow, but you can use your drone to fly around and search the area and then plop your guy down right there. The collectibles are pretty annoying because the hitboxes are kind of ridiculous, and I hope they update it in the update, because for some of these I know I could get it, but it's just like so little and we're just under the hitbox, but they need to make it the hitboxes bigger. They also have some good mechanics in this, which is the reshred mechanic, which is like a slight redo. You can just like hold X to go like back before you jump off the ramp. But sometimes you don't keep your speed, which is kind of annoying, so you just have to hold B to actually reset to your respawn point. At first I got confused on which one reset your respawn point, but it's actually to hold B down to get to your session marker that you put down. Or you can hit Y to go into your drone and then fly around and do that. There's also a snowmobile mechanic where you can get more speed. Now this is only good in certain areas if you really wanted more speed. Now the biggest draw for this game is just to go snowboarding, get a big line, and then film it with the replay system. But this is the most disappointing part of this game, because it's pretty much what everyone's gonna want to do. For me, it's too bare bones. You can't do the camera how you want to do it, because for me it seems like it can only go from behind the border. So you can't do, like, say you want to have a camera point in front of the rail that you want to jump on, so the border comes towards the camera like that. You can't really do that, which is pretty disappointing. Hopefully in a update with quality of life stuff, all that I mentioned that I have gripes with, they would add in. It's disappointing because Session, that skateboarding game that's in early access, really in depth, but it's kind of hard to use, which I get. But once you like learn it, you can do some crazy stuff like that. I have like videos on my channel what I use. I just hopefully they update it, because at the end of this video I'll put some clips of what I did with that. I did put it on Twitter already, so if you follow me in there, you'll probably already saw it. The quality of life stuff I want is budget tutorial, remappable controls, a better replay system, and performance upgrades. Now, most of this footage you're probably seeing is via Xcloud, but for me, I was playing on Series X most of the time, and even on that, it has frame rate issues, screen tearing, and all that. Just really kind of weird, because it's pretty much just a mountain with a bunch of snow. It's just static. Oh, and I forgot, this is like a multiplayer game too. Like, you can see other riders on the mountain just doing their thing, glitching out sometimes. And that's another way you can get clips, is have a friend go with you and they be in the drone mode, and then get some footage of that, which is a cool idea. But come on, they should have, like, you can actually use your own drone to do that, which is, I think that's what the replay system is anyways. And it seems like you have a GoPro on your head, on your character model, so maybe you can do like certain first person stuff, but I couldn't find it if it's in there. Another thing is, when you do missions and gaps and collectibles, you'll get rewards, which is customization options for your rider, which is obviously okay, but it's too little. I think there's only like 134 items, which is in with jackets, hats, gloves, bindings, boards, accessories like a backpack and stuff. It's very little stuff, because most of the time you'll see like a rider that will look pretty identical to you. You don't feel like your character's unique, I guess. Maybe they'll add more stuff in there. With the achievements, it's pretty easy. The only thing that's annoying is getting all the clothes unlocked, the gaps, and the collectibles, because some of these collectibles, man, are insane. But apparently collectibles also count if you hit some snowmen in the ground. I hit 2, and I know I missed at least 1 collectible, so they count. This is a game that's disappointing, but it's got a great foundation. Like the snowboarding, that's once it clicks, it works and it feels really good. If I were to recommend this game, if you have a Series X, just try it out, or if you have a PC, try it out, because it's on Steam and Series X and S. And if you got like a base Xbox One, just try it out on Xcloud. If you have good internet, I guess. It's an okay game, but for me, it's just pretty disappointing. But I'll still be playing it just to have like a chill out game. Maybe get some more clips. So hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next video.